welcome. Today we're going to be doing a spinal strengthening series. You might be a little familiar with it, but today we're going to be calling it Beachkrim Yoga. Come along and join us. So hopefully it's hot wherever you're at. Nice bright sun, about 90-something degrees with a little breeze, close enough to a hot room. So make your space, find your space, get on that space, and then let's get started together. We're going to be starting out with our Pranayama breathing. So come to standing, bring your toes and your heels to touch, and then just interlace your fingers together, place them underneath the nape of your neck. What we're looking here to do is to stabilize our core and keep our shoulders mobile. It's going to help bring in the breath and expand the breath. We'll do about 10 breaths here, just like this. So feet together, weight in the heels, interlaced hands underneath your throat, underneath your chin, thumbs touching your throat, should I say. Then let's just go ahead and exhale out everything here until empty. And then on an inhale, we'll begin. Inhale, swing your elbows out and to the side. Forearms come up to frame your face, chin stays level. And then as you exhale, you tilt your chin up and back as your elbows swing forward to touch. Inhale, elbows go up and out, chin comes back to level. Exhale, tilt your chin up and back. So keep the weight into your heels. As you inhale, swing those elbows out and to the side. Even try and drag your rib cage up and away from the top of your hips. And then as you exhale, try and keep that height in your chest as your elbows swing forward to touch. Inhale, you'll constrict the back of your throat and what should sound like a snoring-like sensation, so a kind of noise. And then as you exhale, you open the mouth wide, keep that constriction going and what should sound like you're trying to fog a mirror. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try and make it so that the breath is about 6 seconds in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the weight in the heels. Inhale. Try and grow taller through the crown of your head. Keep the shoulders relaxed down the back. And then as you exhale, tilt the chin up and back. Get empty. And at the bottom, suck in your belly. Engage the diaphragm. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Make it the biggest breath you've taken so far today. Inhale. And then exhale. And then change. If you feel like you need to do a little shoulder shrug, go ahead and give yourself a little shoulder shrug. We're going to be starting with our half moon series. So bring your feet together once again, toes and heels touching. This time swing your arms over and out. Just interlace your fingers and just release the index fingers. Thumbs crossed overhead. Try and pull your arms so that they're straight. No bend in the elbows. And if you can, try and get your biceps behind the ears, but anything you can do is all good. Take an inhale to reach up, 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 up. And then as you exhale, start to tick-tock, left and right. Just starting to warm up the sides of the body. Maybe you go forwards or backwards. Make some circles. And then we'll all meet up together in the center. Toes and heels touching, weight in the heels. Inhale, stretch up, up, up. And then as you exhale, go up and over to the right as you push your hips to the left. And we're going to be here for about a minute, so take your time, go slow. Keep the weight into your heels, and then constrict the muscles of your legs so you can see those thighs pull up. Tuck your tailbone underneath. This is going to help you engage your core and stay lifted through your heart, because you don't want to collapse into this right side body. Instead, keep trying to bring your lowest right rib up and away from the top of your right hip. And then keep your chin away from your throat to keep the breath moving smoothly. For a slight adjustment, you want to try and keep your hips and your chest squared to the front in front of you. So that might mean pulling back on the right hip slightly, and then pushing your right armpit more up towards the ceiling. Breathe into the left side ribs. And see if you can't go a little deeper. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Inhale, reach up, 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 up. And then go up and over to the left, hips to the right. So really push that left hip into your right hip so that your hip line can come out past your ankle line. Then once again, squeeze the legs, tuck the tailbone, engage the core, and stay lifted through the heart. For your adjustment this time, pull back on the left hip and left armpit more up towards the ceiling, and what should feel like you're trying to fit between two panes of glass. Keep the breath moving smoothly. See if you can't go a little deeper. For 5, 4, 3, 2, change. Come back up to center. And now just drop your head back. Shake it yes. Shake it no. Maybe you take a deep squat in your legs. Try and keep your arms overhead. Try and get that muscle memory going. Then rock the weight into your heels. We're going to be getting ready for our first back bend of class. So weight in the heels, constrict the thighs, engage your core, stay lifted through your heart. Drop the head back, inhale to reach up. And then as you exhale, pull your biceps back up behind your ears like they were a lever. And they're levering your upper body up and over a big barrel behind you. Keep lifting up through the heart. Keep your gaze backwards. Look back to go back. For 3, 2, 1. Change. Come back up to center. Inhale. Reach up, up, up. And then with a straight spine, bend your knees as much as you need to and hinge forward until your hands come to touch the floor below you. And then once they do, you get a little bit of free movement here. So you can bend one knee, then the other. Moving all that synovial fluid in your hip joints around. Or maybe you need a half lift. Or maybe a spinal twist. Whatever you feel like you need, take care of yourself. And then we'll come back, feet together. Bend your knees deeply, so deep that your stomach rests on the thighs, chest on the knees. And then lift up your heels slightly and just try and scoop them up. With your pinkies touching, palms facing up. If that grip's a little bit too hard, you can always grab to the backs of the ankles or the backs of the calves. But just bend your knees deeply so that everything is glued to one another, chest onto thighs. Grabbing my ankles here. If you're grabbing for the ankles, keep trying to pull the elbows behind you like they can touch. Taking one more inhale to rock the weight a little bit forward into the toes. And then inhale. Lift up the tailbone as you start to pull. Keep the crown of your head loose, almost like your forehead can touch your shins, and look in between the two calves. Keep sending your shoulder blades down your back and engage your biceps like you're doing a chin-up on a chin-up bar. Try and pull your upper body further down the legs. Taking one more inhale to send the hips a little higher, and as you exhale, suck in the belly and pull for 3, pull for 2, pull for 1. Then change. Interlace your hands first. Bend your knees deeply and try and come out with that same straight spine you went in with. Once you reach the top, relax the arms down. Take a breath here. Slow inhale through the nose. Slow exhale through the nose. Try and slow down your breath throughout this entire practice. The slower you can breathe, the slower your heart rate can go. If you control your heart rate, you control your mind. So let's keep it going with our second set. Half as long this time. Once again, bring the feet together to touch. Swing your arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers. Maybe this time you switch whatever was the dominant grip. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, go up and over to the right, hips to the left. So keep pushing the weight down into your heels as you keep pulling your hands further away. Pushing and pulling yourself in 2 directions. See if you can't go a little deeper. 3, 2, 1. Change. Come back up to center. Inhale, re-engage, stretch up tall. Exhale, go up, 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 and over to the left. And now just breathe here, slowly and completely. Even though you're pushing and pulling yourself in 2 directions. 5, 4, 3, 2. Change. Come back up to center. Drop the head back. Shake it. Bend the knees if you need. And then weight in the heels. Push the hips forward. Suck in the belly. Lift up the chest. Look up. Go up. And then drop it all back. Keep your breath moving. For 3, 2, 1. Change. Come back up to center. Inhale, stretch up tall. Exhale, hinge forward, straight spine. Once your hands touch the mat, you get another set of free movement. Bring your feet back together to touch. Lift up the heels or grab for the calves, ankles, whatever you can. Keep your head loose, loose, loose. And on your next inhale, send the hips high, head low. Keep trying to spiral the inside of your thighs in towards one another. It's going to help your sit bones open up. Taking one more inhale to send those sit bones a little higher. Then as you exhale, pull, pull, pull. Change. Release the hand. Come back out with that same straight spine. And then relax the arms down. Slow inhale. Slower exhale. Now we're going to moving into our awkward series. So separate your feet about hips width distance. It's about 2 fists, or like the size of your head. But you just kind of want to make sure that your index and middle toes are directly beneath your hip joints. So you can kind of see that. You just look down. And then with your arms, squeeze the arms straight, strong. Squeeze all your fingers onto that middle finger line so your hands are like blades. Then start to reach down, then forward, so your hands are about the same level as your shoulders in the mirror. I mean, in front of you if you don't have a mirror. I don't have one. Then relax your shoulders down your back, and without thinking too much about it, come right into that first awkward. So sit your hips back and then down. So sit them back first, like your butt could touch a wall behind you, and then lower the hips down, keeping the weight in the heels. Keep engaging your core and staying lifted through the chest. Try and bring your thighs parallel to the floor below you, and then breathe here. Keep lifting the heart up, keep reaching the fingertips forward. 3, 2, 1, then change, come out of it. Keep your arms engaged. And then this time, push the weight down into the toes. Come to standing up tall on your tippy toes. Really try and prioritize those toes as high as you can get them. Then tuck your tailbone under. Then while keeping your shoulders in line with the hips. So almost like you're sliding down you're sliding down a wall behind you. Start to bend the knees. But prioritize keeping the heels high rather than bending the knees. So as you're bending and your heels start to drop, don't bend your knees as deeply. Really try and get those heels as high as you can. And come down about halfway. Keep the breath moving. Core engaged. And then without leaning your weight forward, start to push your hips forward to come out. Drop the heels. Keep your arms engaged. And for our third awkward, somewhat similar. So pick up the heels once again, but this time bring your knees and thighs into touch one another, angling the hips towards one another. Take an inhale to grow tall, then while keeping that shoulder over hip alignment, start to lower down and only come down about as much as you can stay active. If you end up sitting on your heels or your calves, you're not quite staying active. Take a few bounces here. Stop in an active up bounce, then engage your core, stay lifted. You can grow taller through the crown of your head, and without leaning your weight forward, push the hips forward to come out, drop the heels, feet together, arms by your side, and breathe. Slow inhale, slower exhale. And we'll finish our warm-up series with Eagle. First of our balancing series as well. So feet together, swing your arms up and overhead, wiggle your right fingers to identify your right arm, and then swing your right arm under the left. Cross at the elbows. See if you could cross again at the wrists with the thumbs facing your face. If that's all a little bit too hard, you can always grab for opposite shoulders. Just trying to get your elbows to cross over one another. I'm going to go for the hands here. And pull your elbows down your center line. Inhale, lift the heart. And then as you exhale, sit down, sit back, push the weight down into your left foot and lift up your right leg. Point your right toes hard as you squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze them so hard together, it's like you could slide your pointed right foot behind your left calf. I can't quite, but maybe you can. And then stay lifted through the heart. So engage the core. Maybe pull back slightly on your right hip, keeping those hips in line. And then squeeze everything in towards center line. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the arms. Pull apart your backside body. And then change. Come out of it. Arms up and over. And now wiggle your left fingers to identify the left arm. Swing left under right. Crossing at the elbows or at the wrists. Or grabbing for opposite shoulders, should I say. Take an inhale. Lift the heart up. Exhale. Sit back and down. This time wait until your right leg. Whoa. Left leg lifts. Point the toes or go for that double wrap. But keep trying to get your hips as close to your heel as you keep trying to bring your heart as high to the heavens. Squeeze the arms, squeeze the legs, but relax your face. And then change. Come out of it. Arms up and over. And relax the arms down. Take a slow breath here with control through the nose. Inhale. And through the nose. Exhale. And now if you'd like a little bit of water, now is the time. This is the official water break of class. Try and keep your sips small into a minimum. And then we'll come back for our balancing series. We're going to be starting with standing forehead to knee. So bring your feet together, arms by your side. Push the weight down into both of your heels, so much so that your thighs engage, those kneecaps lift. And then just lift your right leg forward and up. If this feels like a lot already, you could just stay here throughout the entirety of this posture. So remember, if it feels like a lot to you, it is. So maybe just stay here. But maybe you could inhale to stretch up tall through the crown of your head. Then while keeping your knee in line with your hip, ankle underneath your knee, start to round forward, trying to get all 10 fingers underneath the foot. You want to try and keep that knee in line with the hip, so if your knee rose up at all, maybe bring it back down. And even if this grip is a little too hard, maybe you start with your hands interlaced on your shin, and then walk the hands down the shin, so you could get all 10 fingers underneath the foot. Keep your gaze forward, and then just work to get that left leg straight and strong, with no wiggles or wobbles. And if you have that, if there's no bend to the knee, you can start to kick out. As you kick, you re-straighten your spine so you puff up through your chest. And then maybe you fall out of it. That's totally fine too. But if you fall out of it, come back into it. We got a little time here. And then I can't quite go into the later phases, but I'll talk you through. So, I'm standing straight and you're kicked out. A straight spine. If both legs are straight and strong, you can start to re-round your spine. Then ultimately bringing your forehead to your knee. And then if you fall out, totally fine. Try and come back into it. End on one standing leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse your actions to come out of it. Step your right foot down. Push the weight down into both legs once again. Engage both of those legs. And then lift your left leg forward and up. Knee in line with the hip. Ankle underneath the knee. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale to grow tall. Really engage that right standing leg. Then as you exhale, round forward. Bring all 10 fingers underneath the foot. Then your hand's just really here to help flex your toes towards your face. You shouldn't be stepping into your hand. You should be able to let go of your hand and your foot stay in the same place. If it drops at all, you need to work on sucking in your belly more and pushing down through your standing leg. And if your standing leg is straight and strong, start to kick. Both legs are straight and strong, re-round the spine, ultimately bringing the forehead to the knee. And if you fell out, come back into it. Try and hold what you have. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse the action. Step your foot down. Arms by your side. Take a breath. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. And then for this next one, it's only 30 seconds long. You don't have to wait for me to cue you into the later phases. Go at your own pace. But make sure that your standing leg is straight and strong. No bend in the knee. No wiggling or wobbling. If you get a bend in the knee, reverse out a little bit. It's for your own safety. Go at your own pace and try not to push yourself. So, let's go for that second set. 30 seconds this time. Weight in the left, right leg lifts. Flex the toes, inhale, stretch up tall. Exhale, suck in the belly, round down. Grab the foot. And then progress as you see fit. Continue to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse your actions. Step your foot down. Push the weight now into the right. Left leg lifts. Inhale, stretch up tall. Exhale, round down. Grab the foot. Go into your own pace. Five, 4, 3, 2. Whoa. Okay, reverse the actions. Step the foot down. Arms down. And breathe. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Coming up next is our standing bow pulling posture. It's got a little back bend and a spinal twist. It's perfect for after all that forward rounding. So bring your feet together, arms by your side. With your right hand, bring your right elbow to your right waistband and reach back for your right foot. Try and kick up and then grab your foot from the inside so your palms facing the right. Grabbing that shoelace side of the foot. Bring your right knee back in line so that it touches your left as you push your hips forward. Now right here you should be able to feel a slight back bend sensation in your low back. You want to keep that throughout the entirety of this. Then with your left arm, squeeze all those fingers onto that middle finger line and start to reach down, forward, and up. Really try and reach your fingertips as far away from your left toe tips, so much so that there's a lifted sensation in the heart. Taking one more inhale to reach up. And then as you exhale, continue to reach up as you start to kick the right leg. So point your right toes and use your right glute. As you relax the right shoulder back, you'll keep reaching with the left, opening the chest up to the right side of you. Keep sending your right hip down. Don't forget about that standing leg. Ooh, squeeze it straight and strong. If you come out, totally fine. Just try and come back into it. But make sure you're continuing to lift up through the heart, feeling that back bend the entire time. If you just hinge forward too quickly right away, you're not going to have that same sensation. You're not doing the pose right. So inhale to lift up, exhale to kick, and reach. And then relax your face. Keep trying to push your toe tips up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Jake, slow. Come out. Arm down. Leg down. Next side. The left side. Bring your left elbow to your left waist. Reach back for the left foot. Kick up to grab it. Left knee touches the right. Push the hips forward. Right arm reaches down. Forward. Up, up, up. Reach so far up you lift. Whoa. You lift your chest up. And then start to kick. This time left hip down. Left shoulder back. Right shoulder forward. Squeeze those left toes. Use that left glute. Don't forget about your standing leg. Just breathe. Slow down the breath. Find some ease, even though you're exerting all this effort. Kick and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. slowly kick to come out. Arm down, leg down, arms by your side. Slow inhale, slower exhale. Second set, half as long this time. You know what to do. Right elbow, right waistband, kick up and grab it. Squeeze the knees, left arm reaches down, forward, up, 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 and then start to kick and reach. So you want to keep kicking until pretty much you feel like your toes are up above your head or you can't possibly kick anymore. Then once you have that, then you could start to reach forward and hinge the upper body down. 5, 4, 3, 2. Change, slowly kick to come out. Arm down, leg down. Switch sides. It's also a lot more easy. If you're on stable, solid ground, you know, you get what you get. Here we go. Left elbow, left waist. Reach back, kick up. Point the toes, squeeze the knees, push the hips. Right arm reaches down, forward, up, 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 up. Kick, and reach. Fall out, come back into it. It's our last one of this. Oh, well, just count it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly kick to come out. Arm down, leg down. Then take a step to the back of your mat. We're going to be coming into our standing stick pose. So with your feet together, arms by your side. Swing your arms forward and up. Interlace the fingers. Once again, just release your index fingers. Once again with the arms, try and pull them straight, biceps behind the ears. Take an inhale to stretch the torso up. And then as you exhale, take a big step forward on your right foot as you hinge the body forward, coming into like a standing capital T shape. Keep sending that left hip down, and then pulling your fingertips in front of you as you keep pushing your toes behind you. 3, 2, okay. Come to standing. Inhale, re-engage, stretch up tall. Exhale, take a big step on the left foot, and then hinge. So keep your crown of head long, it's part of your neck spine. This time, right hip down. Then pull your hands as far away from your head as you push your toes as far away from your hips. And then change. Come out of it. Relax the arms down. Continue with intense separate leg stretching. Should help to slow down that heart rate a little bit after that standing stick. So swing your arms up and overhead. Once your palms touch, just take a big 4-foot step out to the right as your arms come down parallel. You want to try and pigeon toe your feet in slightly, so toes closer than your heels. Stay lifted in your heart. And then with a straight spine, hinge forward, leading with the heart, bending the knees as much as you need to. We're going to have a few options for the hands here. You could either bring them right underneath your shoulders, grabbing for the sides of your feet, or ultimately grabbing for the backs of your heels. And it doesn't really matter what you're grabbing for, but we are looking for a straight spine here. So if you have any rounding in your spine, especially in that low back, bend your knees to take that out. Any rounding in the upper spine, stay lifted through the heart. Once you find that straight spine, start to work to lengthen it out. Engage the arms to try and pull more length out of the spine. big breath here. And as you exhale, slowly come out. Step the feet together, palms touch, and relax the arms down. You take a slight bend to your knees, taking a slow inhale, slow exhale. Now we're going to be moving into our triangle pose. So, with your feet together, swing your arms up and over, palms touch. Once they do, take a big 4-foot step out to the right as your arms come down parallel. And you want to pivot your right toes towards the front. Even pivot your left toes a little bit towards the right as well. And take a few bounces in your right knee, trying to stack that knee over the ankle. So you don't want it too far out in front. If it is, take a wider stance. It's for your knee's safety. Then push the weight down through both of the heels. Inhale, grow taller through the crown of your head. Bring your chin to your left shoulder. And then as you exhale, hinge. So bring your right elbow to the inside of your right knee. 2 arms in one line, reaching the fingertips across. The right arm might even push your right knee a little more out towards the right. Totally fine. And then keep reaching your left arm up as you send your gaze up towards your left hand. And breathe here. Keep trying to twist your heart up. Twist the gaze up. Take in one more big inhale here. And then as you exhale, hinge up. Straighten that right leg. And pivot the toes towards the back or towards the left. Take a few bounces in that left knee. Once again, making sure to take as much space as you need. Push the weight down through both of the heels. Inhale, reach the arms apart. This time chin to right shoulder, and then tilt. So keep trying to squeeze the mat beneath you, in between your 2 heels. It's going to help you engage through the pelvic floor and stay lifted through the heart. Keep trying to twist the heart up, chest up, taking one more big inhale, and then as you exhale, hinge up, straighten the left, step the feet together, relax the arms down. Slow inhale, slow exhale. And then second set. Swing the arms up and over, palms touch. As your arms come down parallel at the same time, take that big step out to the right. Pivot the toes, bend the knee, chin to left shoulder, inhale, reach, exhale, tilt. So you know the posture, get into it, and then try and become as steady as you can. Like you've been here all day, and you could stay here all day. Take in one more big inhale. And as you exhale, hinge out, straighten the leg, pivot towards the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge. And slow down the breath here. Control the heart rate. And then change. Tilt to come out. Straighten the leg. Step the feet together. And relax the arms down. Next pose is our separate leg, forehead to knee. So this time, swing your arms up and overhead. This time, just bring your palms to touch in like a prayer-like grip, just interlacing the thumbs. Once again, try and get the arms straight, biceps behind the ears. Then take a smaller 3-foot step out to the right. Then pivot on your heels, so pick up your toes. Turn towards the right. Trying to send that left hip forward, right hip back. We doing a deep forward round here. So inhale to lift up, and then as you exhale, tuck your chin into your throat, suck in your belly, and round down, almost like a cinnamon roll. We're trying to get the forehead to the knee here, so if you need to separate your hands for balance, go ahead and do so. If you need to bend your right knee, do it. Do whatever it is you need to do to get your forehead to touch your knee. And then once you do, send the breath to the backside body. Keep sending that left hip forward, right hip back, and breathe here. Whoa. And then straighten your right knee. Keep your chin tucked. Try and roll up your spine as slowly as you can. Chin lifts last. Once it does, pivot. Pivot again towards the back. This time right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chin into throat first. Roll and round forward. Separate the hands, bend the knee. Do whatever you need. Just keep trying to get that back heel planted on the ground. Keep your back leg straight. Right now we're closing off our throat, our stomach, and our chest, so the only place left to breathe is the back. As you inhale, think of relaxing in between your shoulder blades and try and expand the breath there. And if you separated your hands, bring them back together. Straighten that left leg slower than you want to. Roll up. Chin lifts last, and then change. Turn to face, feet together, arms by your side, and breathe. We're just going to finish out our standing series with tree pose, with option for toe stand. So you could stay in tree this whole time. Let's set up our tree first, so feet together, arms by your side. Taking an inhale here. Slow exhale. And then push the weight down into your left foot. Lift up your right foot. Then grab that foot with both of your hands, trying to pull that foot high up into your navel, but let it come to rest in your left hip crease as you gently, gently, gently try and pull this right knee back in line with the left. Keep your tailbone tucked here, and if the foot can stay and the tailbone can stay tucked, bring one hand to heart center. Everything still stays, bring the other. And if you'd like to go into a toe, hinge forward. Once your hands come to touch the mat, you can bend your knee and lift up your left heel as you bring your hips down to float over the heel. And then stack your shoulders over the hips, stacking the spine. And then you can play with the balance here, bringing one hand to heart center, maybe both. And then toes come on back up to tree. Let's all take one last breath in this tree. And then relax the arms down, the leg down. Then we'll switch sides. Push the weight down into the right. This time left leg lifts. Try and pull it up into your belly. Let it come to rest in that right hip crease. Then you can also just stay here throughout the entirety of this. If you're going to stay in tree, keep pushing the weight down into that standing leg and trying to grow taller, lifting your heart up, lifting the crown of head up. If you'd like to go into toe, hinge forward, hands down, and play with the balance. Keep engaging your core and staying lifted through the heart. Stacking that spine will help keep you up. Then toes come back up to tree. Taking one more big inhale here. And then as you exhale, release the leg down, arm down. Then we'll be going in to our floor series. So first we'll be lying down in Shavasana. All right, so go ahead and do that. Turn around, lie down, feet long out in front of you, arms by your side. Just relax here. Just breathe. We're going to move on to our wind relieving. So go ahead, lift up your right leg, keep your head on the mat, and then try and bring that knee out and around your ribs, almost like you could tuck it up into your armpit. Keep trying to press your left shoulder equally into the mat as the right. And if your left leg starts to lift off the mat at all, flex your left toes hard. Keep your right foot relaxed. Taking a big belly breath into the thigh. And as you exhale, pull, pull, pull. And change. Let the leg go long. Switch the legs around. Inhale, move it out and around ribs. Then also try and keep your elbows in towards the center line and pull equally with both of your biceps. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, pull, pull, pull. Change. Now bring both your legs out long and then pull them both up into your body at the same time. Grabbing for opposite elbow, but forearms, wrists, even fingertips, whatever you can grab is all good. Just try and keep your tailbone long on the mat, neck spine long on the mat. Taking a big belly breath into both thighs here. And then exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Change, relax it long. Arms by your side. From here on we're going to be transitioning with hot yoga sit-ups. To sit up, where you hold your breath as you sit up. Exhale when you grab your toes. Exhale again when you bring your forehead to your knees, bending your knees as much as you need to. Let's go through this together. So flex your toes towards your face, swing your arms up and overhead, taking an inhale here to engage the belly, and then hold that breath as you sit up. Exhale, grab your toes, shh. Exhale, forehead to knee, shh. And then turn around, lie down on your belly. We're going to get our floor series started with baby cobra. So bring the tops of your feet to press onto the mat, and then push your hips down into the mat. Fingertips in line with the shoulders, elbows hugged into the mat, chin to the mat. As you exhale, push down through your hips. As you inhale, lift up the chest. So you're using your legs, your butt muscles, and pushing the legs down into the ground to lift the upper body up. There's no real weight in the hands here. The hands are just here to help angle the elbows towards the hips. Keep sending your gaze up and use that breath to look up. Reach up, go up. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down. Bring whatever ear that you'd like down to the mat and arms by your side. Breathe. Breathe into the backside body. Then we're going to get ready for our half locust. So, chin on the ground. Go ahead and lift up your left side body, bringing your left palm underneath you. Your hip can almost rest on that forearm. And do the same thing with the right. Trying to get both pinkies to touch underneath you. And then as you exhale, squeeze your left leg straight. Your right leg straight. Inhale, reach the leg up. So push that hip into the forearm, using your right side body to help lift the right leg up. And keep your left side completely relaxed. Taking one more inhale, try and lift the leg a little higher. And then as you exhale, lower it down. And then switch sides. Relax the right. Squeeze the left. Inhale, reach it up. Taking one more inhale. Then exhale, lower down. And now re-shimmy your hands underneath you, trying to get those fingertips a little bit closer to the knees, pinkies a little closer together. Going to be lifting up both of our legs in full locust, coming up next. So now bring your lips down to press onto your mat. This is going to protect your neck spine. And then squeeze your two legs together. Then on your next inhale, think of lifting the hips up rather than the legs, like so. So push down into the fingertips, into the forearm, into the shoulders. Taking one more inhale to lift the legs a little higher. And then exhale, lower them down. Opposite ear to the mat. And breathe. And then we're going to finish up our floor series with floor bow. So chin to the mat. Kick yourself in the butt with both of your heels. And then grab for the feet. All 10 fingers included in the grip. Fingertips on the inside, hands on the outside. Now squeeze your knees together. You want to try and maintain them as close together as you possibly can. As you exhale, push down into your hips, chin to the mat. As you inhale, start to kick. Let the kick peel your upper body up off the mat. Point the toes and let the chest lift off the mat as you change the weight into the soft part of your belly. Chin up, look up, go up, reach up, and then exhale slowly, lower down, opposite ear to the mat, and breathe. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Give yourself a push-up if you've got it in you. Otherwise, just come to kneeling. As we get ready for our fixed firm. So with fixed firm, you want to bring your knees together, ankles out, wider than the knees, then lowering the hips down in between the ankles. You want to try and maintain your two knees touching the mat and each other, and your hips touching the ground. So if this feels like a lot, it is. Just find whatever backbend sensation you can here. But maybe you can walk back down onto your hands, maybe even the shoulders, maybe even ultimately the upper back onto the mat. I can't quite do that, but maybe you can. Just make it so your heart feels like the tallest thing about you. And then lead with your heart as you come out. Chin lifts last. And then turn around. Lie down. Shavasana. Legs out long. Arms up and over. Inhale to energize. Sit up. Ish, ish. And then turn around and come to kneeling. This time ankles together, knees together, as we get ready for our half tortoise. Squeeze the legs together, swing your arms up and overhead. Once again, going for that prayer-like grip. Then we're going to try and hinge forward with a straight spine, trying to get the forehead to touch the mat before the hands do. So inhale to stretch up tall, lift the heart, and then lead with your heart as you hinge forward. Once your forehead comes to touch the mat, it's an active posture here, so keep reaching those fingertips forward as you keep sending the hips back. Traction your spine using your own musculature. Think inhale forward, exhale back. And then squeeze the knees together. Try and come out with that same straight spine you went in with. And then relax the arms down. Turn around, lie down. Shavasana. Inhale, bring the arms up and over, flex the toes. Exhale. And then let's get ready for our camel pose. So come to standing on your knees. You want to make sure your knees are about 2 fists width in between. It's about hips width distance. And then bring your hands to your low back. Fingertips graze the top of your butt. Really try and squeeze your elbows together. Use that leverage to keep pushing the hips forward, because you want to maintain hips over knees throughout the entirety of this. So squeeze the elbows, push the hips forward. Inhale, engage the core, lift the heart up, and then tilt your chin up. Look back to go back. Keep the eyes open. Keep the mouth closed and breathe through the nose. Keep lifting the heart up as you drop the head back. Take it one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly come out. Turn around, lie down, Shavasana. And flex the toes, arms up and over. Inhale to energize. Hold that breath. Sit up. Second set of camel. This time, if you'd like to go into your low back's flexibility, you can keep your knees a little wider apart. But if you'd like to protect your low spine, keep the knees a little closer together. That'll go into the upper spine. Either way, bring your hands to your low back, fingertips graze the butt, squeeze the elbows, push the hips, suck in the belly, lift up the chest, tilt the chin up and back. Look back to go back. And then slowly come out of it. Hips down, turn around, lie down. Flex the toes, arms up and over. Inhale to energize. Hold it, sit up. Exhale. Then we're going to get ready for our rabbit posture. So bring the knees together, ankles together, lower the hips onto the heels. We're going to be grabbing for the backs of our feet. Thumbs on the outside of the feet, fingertips on the inside here. We're going to counter all that back bending with our deepest forward rounding. So inhale, lift your chest up. As you exhale, tuck your chin into your throat and try and roll down into yourself. Trying to bring your forehead to your knees. So once your head touches the mat, start to lift your hips forward and up. Keep squeezing your ankles together and pulling your shoulders down your back as you suck in the belly to help round the spine forward. Taking one more inhale to send your hips a little higher. And then as you exhale, hips onto heels, slowly roll up. Chin lifts last. Then turn around. Lie down. Shavasana. Flex the toes, arms up and over. Inhale. Hold it. Sit up. Ish, ish. And then we got a second set of that rabbit. Knees together, ankles together. Grab for the feet. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, chin to throat. Suck in the belly and round forward. Keep the breath moving. Breathe into the backside body. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. Roll up. Chin lifts last. And then turn around. Lie down. Shavasana. And everything from here on out. It's going to start with the words final, final stretching, final twisting, and even a final breathing exercise. So let's finally do it. Flex the toes, arms up and over, inhale, energize, hold it, sit up, exhale, then turn to face out in front of you. Stick your your left leg out, bring your right foot to the inside of the left thigh, swing your arms up and over, interlace all 10 fingers in a basket-like grip, and then twist and round over to the left. Keep sending your left shoulder down, right shoulder up. The hands are there to help flex the toes towards the face, but bend that knee as much as you need to. Get that forehead to knee to touch, and then push your forehead into your knee. Try and send your heel further away from your hip. Taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, come out of it. Switch the legs, so use your core. Inhale, stretch up tall. Exhale, twist and round over to the right. This time left shoulder down, right shoulder up. Breathe into the backside body, into the hamstring. And then change. Come out of it, stick both legs out long in front of you, and then give yourself a sit-up. As soon as your shoulders hit the mat, sit up. And then grab your two big toes with your two T-Rex piece-like fingers. Keep flexing your pinky toes out long behind you. We're looking for a straight spine here again, so bend those knees if you need to. Inhale, puff up the chest, and then as you exhale, start to pull. Pull like you could get your collarbones to touch the tops of your feet. Taking one more big inhale, and then slowly come out of it. Turn around, lie down, Shavasana. Inhale, engage, hold the breath. Exhale, grab the toes, forehead to knee. Then we're going to get ready for our spinal twist. So bring your right leg up and over the left. If this feels like a lot already, you can just keep this left leg stretched out long in front of you. But maybe, if you can keep both your sit bones on the mat, bring that left leg to the outside of your right hip. With your right arm, you want to bring that right arm behind you so that it's like a kickstand or a second spine. Really let that arm graze your back like it's growing out of the back. It's going to help keep the chest lifted. Then with your left arm, you reach that left arm up and over as you twist. Over to the right. So keep a slight back bend sensation here. Keep sucking in your belly and staying lifted through the heart. Maybe you could reach back for your left knee with your left hand. Then bring your chin to your right shoulder. Inhale, grow taller through the crown of your head. As you exhale, suck in the belly and twist, twist, twist. And then change. Switch the legs around. What was up is now down. This time right over left. Oh, I'm sorry, left over right. I got dyslexic. Bring that left arm behind you like a second spine. Right arm reaches high, up, and over. Right hand reaching back for the right knee. Keep growing taller, keep staying lifted in the heart, and really push those shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, suck in the belly and twist, twist, twist. And then change. Lie down, Shavasana. Flex the toes, arms up and over. Hold the breath. Sit up. And we're just going to finish everything out with our final breathing exercise, Kapalabhati Breathing. So, if you can, come to kneeling, hips on heels. If that's a little too hard, you could sit crisscross, applesauce, legs, Indian style, whatever you want to call it. What we're looking to do here It's different from our beginning breathing exercise. We're looking to stabilize our shoulders and keep our belly loose. We're going to be doing a good amount of breaths, all done with the low part of the belly. We're just focusing on the exhales. The inhales will take care of themselves. It'll look a little something like this. So, if you're sitting on your thighs, push down into the thighs with your arms. If you're sitting cross-legged on your bottom, push into the ground around your hips. We're using our arms to buttress our shoulders, which will help keep our belly loose and help with that snapping action. So get comfortable. Exhale everything out, maybe even flutter your lips to relax your face. Taking a small inhale, only about halfway, and then let's begin. Let's speed it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change, or let it go, turn around, lie down, final Shavasana. So starfish out as wide as you'd like, breathe out of whatever orifice you'd like, drink water if you'd like. Thank you so much for joining me. Try and stay here in this Shavasana. Right now I know you might be thinking of, oh, what am I going to do next? I should do this, I should do that. Maybe you stay here in this Shavasana until all those thoughts leave you and you get up when you feel like you're ready. Try and think of who or what controls your mind. Is it these energies, these emotions, these thoughts, or is it you? Never forget, you are not the voice in your mind, but you are the one who hears it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to donate to this class, you can Venmo me at JoeSpit, JoeSpit. Thank you so much. See you guys soon from here in Maui.